Hey, man, I'm in off the club.
That's what's up, man. Hey, it's got to get done, man. While we were sitting here, man, my Twitter's been going crazy, man. People have been texting me here on the show. One question that I got from a DJ, I thought this was pretty good since we have you on, because we're going to go ahead and swing into your interview since we are a little bit late getting started here tonight. I got a DJ that's out of, it looks like he's out of South Carolina. He asking, how do I become a core DJ?
Oh, my goodness. That's a good question, and I'm honestly going to give it to you 100, bro. I can't answer that question because when I became a part of the core DJs, I wasn't looking to be a core DJ. You know,
Right.
Tony Neal was just a friend of mine. You know, he was someone who had been watching me. He was interested because I was young and I actually had skills with vinyl, and he just took a liking to that and just started watching me. And once I got bound to him and he got us to Def Jam, he made it official then. But I've always been core DJ affiliated. I've just never been on the official roster. Why? I don't know. I'm just grateful that he saw it was time for me to be a part of the organization.
Definitely, definitely. Well, I was sitting here reading your bio, man, and I got to say I was very impressed. You know, we keep up with a lot of artists and a lot of DJs to the best of our abilities here, but, you know, as with everything, it's so many that pop up. What are some of the things that you did towards the beginning of your career that lets you know that this is something that I need to be sticking with?
It had to be the first time I actually saw DJ Ferris spinning, or the first time I actually saw Jam Master Jay live spinning. Like, I was privileged enough to do both of those early. At that point, it was like cool, but really I wasn't DJing. Like, I wasn't interested in DJing. I was actually writing raps, but nobody liked me. I was a loner, you know. And because I couldn't get no beats from nobody, or nobody wanted to take me to the studio with them or nothing like that, I started grabbing records and playing with equipment and tearing up equipment. And as I started going to the clubs, I just started hanging around the DJs. And this guy by the name of DJ Chip just happened to notice me just sitting there watching his every move, and he asked me what I can do, and I got on the tables and impressed him for somebody who had never been taught, just kind of learned by watching. He sat there and worked with me, and after that, it was just, when I go out, I'm somewhere where the DJ at, because I just like to sit back and learn. Don't nobody got to talk to me. Just, put me where the DJ at.
Right. Definitely. Well, as a producer, I gotta say that's just how it happens, man. You know, I started off with a good buddy of mine that has been doing big things. A guy by the name of Rifleman, used to be with Blow Fly, Real to Real.
I know exactly who that is.
Oh, well, bet that's it. In any case, you know, that's how it was. We started off, you know, nobody really wants to give you a chance, but that hunger and that desire will drive you to develop a skill, and that skill can get you noticed. So, you know, you said you were setting up at the club tonight, and one of the things I want to do real quick while we still got a lot of listeners on and everybody's still blowing the phone lines up, we're going to open up for a question in a minute. Where do you spin, and where can people come out and check you out, man?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. For a while, I strayed away from regular clubs, like party clubs or whatever you want to call them, because the promoters were doing shady stuff, and they still doing it. But I grabbed a hold of the strip club world real quick. You know, it was more profitable, and it was easier to understand how to break records and what records are good records and not. Because if the girls like it, you win. I don't care where you go. Wherever the girls at, if they like your song, you good. You know, so my claim to fame came from being around the strippers and playing things that people don't play. Like, I dissect the shit out of albums. Like, albums, I pick them apart. Like, you might think Gangsta is the hardest song on Slim Thug's new CD, but I'm finna start jamming the song with Big Crit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of things that I do to set myself apart from everybody else. Because I know that these people are not scared, are not willing to get out here and gamble with this type of music or with these songs. Like, niggas ain't scared to gamble with hip-hop, but it seems like niggas is only spinning songs that are on the radio. I try to stray away from the radio. You know, I have relationships with everybody around here on the radio, even some Chicago relationships. And it's like, I just let them know, like, hey, man, this is a hot song in the streets. This is a hot song in the streets. And then all of a sudden now, you got all of these songs that you never would have thought of been coming out as singles is getting radio play. Like, these don't sound like songs you supposed to hear on the radio. These for the club. But they on the radio, you know, and you just wondering how, like, DJs got to be can't be scared to take that gamble. The music game has been a gamble, and with all the BS that's going on in our game right now, in our culture, like, it's even more of a gamble. But you can't be scared to gamble. Like my grandfather used to say, scared money don't make nothing.
Right.
You know, so that's what I do to separate myself apart. Like, my next mixtape is called The Cannabis Club.
Okay.
So, I mean, just the name, the series is called Reserved for the Trio. But this one is volume 2, and this one is the kickoff of another series called The Cannabis Club, which is the lifestyle that me and my crew live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, let me just say that we are great friends with Wiz Khalifa. We are great friends with Currency. We are great friends with Killer Calio. We are great friends with Big Quick. Like, these aren't people that we just tweet. Like, I can text them and talk to them like I'm talking to you right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we all live pretty much like we all believe in the same things. Like, we see the same goal. We just walk in different paths.
Exactly. Well, that kind of stuff. One of the things I wanted to ask you is okay, I observed one of your brands that I don't know if you started it or if that is your particular brand, but I definitely see that you're associated with it. And it's the Dallas City Council. Tell everybody that's in radio name, what is that about?
Okay, the Dallas City Council is pretty much where this Cannabis Club thing, like, this is all tied in together. The Cannabis Club CD is not only to let people see why we live the way we live or why we act the way we act, but, you know, why we smoke the way we smoke. You know, it's really kicking off a lot for us. It's kicking off the whole DCC brand, which is the Dallas City Council, which is the way we're spelling our blog site, the DA Cannabis Club, which is also abbreviated DCC. What it is Tom has been around for quite some time, since the DSR days, and he's grown up to the point where now, those are his people. He's cool. He still works with them, but, you know, it's just kind of like Nathan. He's ready to do his own thing. And with the stigmatization that's being put on Dallas right now for the music coming out of this area, they're saying that those of us who don't make that kind of music, that dance music, like, they think that we can't get along and that we can't work together to make it. So what we did was we took everybody that is being overlooked, that was out here before GS Boys got signed, before the Wheels got signed. Like, we took everybody that has been having hits in the club, and then we went back and got all the OGs, and we all got together and said, well, shit, if y'all going to come out like this and they going to put this on our city, okay, but guess what? From now on, anything else that's coming through the city, y'all going to have to see us before it happens.
Right.
You know, so
right.
it's really just it's a group of us. We a secret society. You can't apply to get in. You got to be recruited. It's like we really step up and say, yeah, we the government of this DFW hip hop shit. Yeah, you got them boogie ass, them dancing people over there, and we support them in everything that they do. We never talk down on them, but we don't live like that, and that's not the image of ourselves that we want to depict.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So what we did was we got everybody together. Myself, Tum Tum, Big Hood Boss, Lil Man, Lil Ronnie, TV Double, DJ Q, who is the newest on-air mixer with Quick Mix Rick at 97.9 in Dallas, and then Dosky G, T Cash, OG.